5:26 your time now. If you want to cancel an upcoming flight, the good news is airlines are waiving many of their change fees. But consumer reporter John Matarese tells us the bad news if you're hoping for a refund so you don't waste your money.
Do you or does anyone in your family have a flight planned for the coming weeks? Well, many nervous travelers are thinking of canceling or postponing. Unfortunately, airlines all have different policies when it comes to changing your plans.
As travelers bail on their springtime trips, airlines are doing their best to accommodate them. But as Amanda Stewart learned, canceling a flight does not necessarily mean your money back.
They said since we had a discounted tickets, we couldn't get a refund.
No major airline was offering unconditional refunds as of March 5th, unless you purchased an expensive full-fare refundable ticket. Instead, many airlines are now waiving their change fees, which are normally $200 a ticket, and letting you rebook later in the year. If you get that offer, take it. If you don't, try again in a few days. Things may change. But from the Doesn't That Stink file, what could happen if you're still not comfortable flying later this year? You may be required to rebook that canceled flight by the end of this year, or you'll lose your money. You might say, doesn't that stink? But think of the millions your airline is losing right now with waves of cancellations. If they refunded everyone's money, they could all go under and not be there once the crisis subsides.
If your airline says no changes and no refunds, you may just want to wait a week and try again. Rules are constantly changing right now, so don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese for H-Town Rush.